Hello, and welcome to City View, a show about what's going on in the City of Salina government. In this episode, we'll take a look at the Police Department's Regional Training Center. We'll also let you know about Free Landfill Day and tell you how a drone helped the fire department fight a fire. But first, here's a quick recap of the actions taken by the City Commission at their September 23rd meeting. At their study session, the City Commission discussed proposed upgrades for Jerry Ivy Memorial Park. Commissioners suggested several revisions to the design. A revised design will be presented to the Commission at a future meeting. At their regular meeting, the City Commission approved a water connection agreement for 370 East Avenue A, which is currently outside the city limits. They also approved ordinances adopting the 2024 Standard Traffic Ordinance and the 2024 Uniform Public Offense Code. The next meeting of the City Commission will take place on Monday, October 14th at 4 p.m. in Room 107 of the City County Building. The meeting agenda will be available on Friday, October 11th on the city's website, salina-ks.gov. Salina City Commission meetings are available to view on Salina TV, Cox Cable Channel 20, as well as on the city's Facebook page and YouTube page. For Channel 20 schedule information, please visit salina-tv.com. Free Landfill Day is back. On Saturday, October 12th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., normal disposal fees will be waived for all Saline County residents. All vehicles must have valid Saline County tags to be eligible for the fee waiver, and some items are still subject to tipping fees. Items not accepted include automobiles, batteries, hazardous waste, machinery, and storage tanks. Items still subject to normal tipping fees include brick, concrete, and rock. The landfill will close promptly at 2 p.m. even if there is a line to enter, so plan accordingly. For a more detailed list of what is and is not accepted at the landfill, please visit salina-ks.gov/landfill. For questions or more information, please call the landfill at 785-826-7395. On August 28th, the Salina Fire Department responded to a fire at Stryton Energy. The Salina Police Department drone team assisted by using an infrared camera to find the exact location of the fires and direct the firefighters where to work. Thanks to this partnership, the fire was extinguished quickly and no injuries were reported. The Salina Police Department's Regional Training Center was established in 2020 and has become a valuable asset for the department, training not just Salina officers but also police personnel from around the state. I recently spoke with Andy Meek, Training and Accreditation Coordinator for the Police Department, about the Regional Training Center. Here are some highlights from our conversation. Well, let's get into the details. I think probably people can tell we're standing in a shooting range right now.
Yes, sir. So the shooting range is a 25-yard, 10-lane course. It is an indoor range, so we do have to have a special air handling system that's in here as well so that we aren't inhaling all the lead dust and the particulate that comes in. So we have to be very cognizant and conscious of that. In addition, for the indoor range, we have the ability to control the lights that are in here. We can make it as bright as it is right now. We can turn the lights completely off to simulate a low light or nighttime shooting condition. We also have the ability through some larger doors over here to my left to be able to bring a vehicle in here and use it for stage scenarios. We can set up other targets and obstacles throughout the course as well and not have to worry about Mother Nature affecting anything within the range itself too.
Right, right. There were some flashing lights I saw when we first got in here.
Yes, we do have red and blue lights down at the end of the range as well to simulate the red and blues that you would typically see on top of a police vehicle, just the strobes, just to throw that in with our low light conditions as well if we choose to.
Okay, great. We also have a virtual simulator here.
Yes, we do have a Virtua 300 simulator. It's typically what's known as the shoot, don't shoot type of scenario simulation. In that, officers are immersed in not quite a 360-degree environment, but they are put into a real-life scenario environment where they're looking at multiple screens and interacting with the environment. And based on their interaction with that scenario that's programmed, the operator that sits behind them can kind of do a choose-your-own-adventure type of play based on the interaction that the officer has to whether they go into a scenario that might require the officer to shoot, or if they do proper de-escalation techniques and talking with the characters that are involved, they can de-escalate the situation to where the person becomes compliant.
Okay, so like some of that's programmed in and the operator can...
Absolutely. It's not completely interactive. There's only so many choices that you can make through there, but you can't control the non-player characters in there 100%, but you can control some of what their actions are.
I've seen demonstrations of it before, and it's pretty realistic.
Oh, it's very realistic, yes.
Yeah. And it's a great training tool for, being in those kinds of situations.
Absolutely. We use it for our new officers whenever they come on board, just to get them immersed in different situations, different scenarios. But we use it as ongoing training for our seasoned officers also.
And that de-escalation is really key.
De-escalation is very important in situations today. We would much rather everybody go home safely rather than somebody get injured or worse.
Right, right. Okay, and then the other big thing that we have in the facility is a classroom.
We do have a classroom. We have a 47-seat classroom with the ability to pull in a couple of extra chairs for folks that maybe can't climb the stairs into the classroom as well. So we are ADA compliant in regards to that. We can add some additional seating in there if need be, but the classroom presents stadium seating for an elevated position for other people in the classroom to be able to see everything that's going on. We have a display system in there so the presenters can project their PowerPoint presentations or videos that they may have. We have a whiteboard that spans the entire length of the classroom, so there's plenty of writing area in there. We do also offer Wi-Fi in there if anybody needs to access the internet for their training or their presentations.
Yeah, I've taken a class in there, and it's kind of like being in college.
Exactly like being in college.
Now, I imagine that, and you mentioned it here at the top of the show, not only do Salina police officers use this facility, but it's available to other police personnel throughout the state.
Certainly. Now, as far as the range goes itself, we have allowed KHP and also the Salina County Sheriff's Department to use our range facilities on occasions here. We also have Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center will come up, KLETC. They will come up and they will have training classes that they present within our classroom as well. We also bring in others to present outside training too. So we can bring in other agencies to come into this area because maybe it's more convenient for them to travel to Salina versus going to Wichita, Topeka, or Kansas City, which are the places that we used to have to go to for training.
Right, right. So what kinds of classes are offered in those kinds of scenarios?
They're all law enforcement related classes. Just recently we had a search and seizure class that was here. We had a crisis intervention training class that was here. We have some leadership classes that are coming up as well.
And that brings in people from all over the state.
Not just the state, but others from out of state as well. We have folks that have come in from Nebraska, from Colorado, Oklahoma as well.
And they stay overnight here, they eat in our restaurants, and so this is kind of an economic driver in some...
Certainly,
yeah.
Certainly.
Well, that'll do it for this edition of City View. For more information about any aspect of the City of Salina government, visit the city's website at salina-ks.gov. And be sure to follow us on our social media channels. We'll be back with an all-new episode of City View on Friday, October 11th. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.